Outside hitter Karen A. Sweet was an athletic four-year member of a women's volleyball program which qualified on an at-large basis each year for the NCAA Division III tournament. Karen was a three-time All-New England selection and competed in the New England All-Star Classic as a senior captain. In her final 3 seasons, she never missed a match. With Karen, Eastern averaged 25 wins a year. Although she was never the tallest player on the floor, Karen quickly developed into one of the team's top offensive threats, using her vertical leap and explosive arm swing to record over 1,200 kills and her athleticism to record nearly 1,500 digs and a record 277 service aces, which still stands. In addition to also playing 1 year of softball and 1 of basketball, the East Haddam native served 2 years as the program's assistant coach and at the age of 24 stepped in as an interim head coach for 1 season.
Good evening. My name is Carolina Mendez-Korzinski, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of Karen Sweet and her outstanding athletic career at Eastern Connecticut State University. I have been Karen's roommate and volleyball and softball teammate, but most importantly, her sister. While I don't have the list of Karen's volleyball accomplishments memorized, I can share with you how she got here this evening. Karen is a very competitive person. This isn't surprising as she is the youngest of 5 children. Throughout her childhood, her 4 older brothers didn't take it easy on her. She'd follow them and their friends around wanting to do whatever they did. Play baseball, wiffle ball, basketball, tag, you name it. She longed to be part of the group. It didn't matter to her that she was a girl or that she was younger than all of them. No one was going to tell her she could not do something. Fitting in meant she had to play hard, if not harder, than her brothers and the neighborhood kids. This work ethic and determination to do well carried through her high school and college careers in all of the sports that she played. One of the things I've always admired about Karen is her ability to lead. She is a selfless athlete who never focused on her stats or individual accomplishments, but rather on her team. On the court, be it practice or a game, Karen led by example. She was focused, intense, and hardworking, and she expected the same from her teammates. Her words of encouragement and support motivated those around her. As intense and focused as Karen was on the court, she entertained us with her sense of humor, singing and dancing on bus rides, water breaks, and trips. I have many wonderful memories of playing with Karen from high school through college. On behalf of our whole family, congratulations, Karen, on your induction into the Hall of Fame. I know I speak for all of us, including loved ones who are no longer with us, when I say how proud we are of you. Way to go, Sweet.
Karen was phenomenal. She was so consistent on and off the court that she brought this whole new level of gameplay to us, and I think she just kept us consistent and not riding that emotional roller coaster.
I was living in Crandall Hall, and Karen Sweet was the first person that I saw. And she came in and she introduced herself, welcomed me into kind of like the program, was very just warming. She just wanted to make sure that if I was having any issues with anything or struggling with anything, that I can go talk to her. And it just made me feel more comfortable as a freshman.
The qualities that Karen brought were people really just trusted her. They relied on her. They went to her for advice.
Like, her mentality never changed as a coach, as a player, as a teammate on and off the court, never changed.
She's just so compassionate, sincere, warming, but knowledgeable, not a yeller or screamer, just a lead by example type of woman.
Very positive, almost ad nauseum at sometimes, but never overstepped, never yelled at anybody, never lost her temper with anybody. It was always positive.
When we made a mistake, she was very positive in terms of, okay, forget it, try again, or you got the next one. So she was always very positive in terms of the comments that she would say, just to kind of make sure that we didn't dwell on the negative.
I knew that she would lift me up if I didn't get it to the right place. No matter what, she was going to get that ball over the court. And so as a setter, you really do your best to make sure you're giving them that opportunity to make the best hit possible. But that doesn't always happen. And when it didn't, I knew that she was going to back me up if I didn't give her that perfect setup.
I would try my hardest to get the ball to her where she liked it, but sometimes when I was unable to do that, she was able to manipulate herself to be able to get the ball over the net.
She just had that I don't know, that thing about her, like, give me the ball, all right, here you go, and she would put the ball down for a point, so I never had to worry. She figured out how to read the opponent and figure out where to be on the court, feel yourself in those open spots where our block wouldn't close, and she would slide right over, and she taught those other players to do the same thing.
Karen was an all-around player. She was somebody that you really felt confident in on the court, wherever she was on that court.
She was just such a versatile player, really good in the front row. She was really good in the back row. She was a wonderful server. So I think in general, wherever she was placed, she made it her job, her responsibility to do the best that she could.
She could serve the ball like nobody's business, though. She would just haul off and just beat the other team to death with her serves, and she could put it anywhere she wanted to.
When she had the ball and she was serving it, you knew that something good was going to happen from that.
Her serving style we watched all the time because she was very accurate in when she was serving.
She had grit, she had determination, and she was the calm in the storm sometimes, and you really needed that in a player.
I could see the demand that she put on herself, and therefore translated to me that I needed to put that same demand on myself to be as good as Karen.
She doesn't realize the impact that she's even had on Eastern volleyball, or even the impact I think she's had on other people, because she was, like I said, she was one of those leaders that never cared about any of that stuff. She just did Karen, and she was just Karen.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to present for induction into the Eastern Connecticut State University Athletics Alumni Hall of Fame, Karen Ann Sweet.